Assalamu alaikum. I'm here with the Team Williams crew here. Inshallah, we just finished a training session with brother Danny Williams, and just going to introduce you all to all the brothers, all the men in his corner, inshallah. So go ahead. This is brother Tahir. Can you tell me a little bit about what you do in the corner, and how long you've been working with him, etc.?
Certainly. Very pleased to meet you first of all. My name is Tahir. I'm currently working in Danny Williams' corner as a cornerman, becoming in as a second with the rest of his team. I've known Danny for quite some time now. Fortunately met him through one of my colleagues that you'll see in the corner as well. He's been to the gym, you know, down to our gym as well, which is in South London, and I had a look around over there. Hopefully we're just hoping that we can you know, add to Danny's confidence boost and, you know, help him be in his corner. We're friends, you know, we're like brothers. So hopefully, you know, all praise to God, inshallah, we should hope that he should bring the title home. Inshallah. We're talking about the world title.
The world title.
The world title. It's long overdue. His name is inscripted on it.
Yeah.
And as far as we're concerned, you know, it's just being held at the moment temporarily by other individuals. It shouldn't be. It belongs to Danny. It's going to be his, inshallah. And hopefully we'll be there in his corner with him.
Okay, inshallah. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed.
Yourself, brother.
My name is Rahil. I've known Danny for a number of years now. You've met my colleague Tahir, also one of the cornermen. I'm actually a cornerman as well, one of the assistants over there. And we're hoping, inshallah, you know, God willing, we'll take him back to the title. Like you said, man, he's keeping the seat warm for Danny, man. And it's payback time, man. You know, he's turned back into a wrecking machine, so we're going to hopefully take him back up to the top. I'm also his bodyguard, so I have to look after him. And I'll pass you over to Sajid.
Yes, brother.
Hello, my name is Sajid Khan. I'm one of Danny's cornermen, specialising mainly in cut treatment. I'm his cuts man. So any major issues in the ring, I'm there by his side. I've known Danny now for about 5 years. Okay. Been involved with professional boxing about the last year, but with amateur boxing for almost 10 years now. Danny called me in, and I was very, very excited to be with him. As you know, he's a very exciting boxer, has his ups and downs, but when he's up and he's boxing well, it's an incredible feeling and a privilege to be with him. So I'm really enjoying what I'm doing. I couldn't be with a nicer guy, and as you'll agree and your viewers will agree, one of the most talented boxers in this country, if not the world. Hopefully I'm going to be there in the corner when he does the big thing, he wins the world title.
Inshallah. Thank you very much for your sees. Assalamu alaikum. Here we have brother Pereira, who is a new trainer for Danny Williams. He's just come on board just a few days ago, was it?
No, a
few weeks ago, yeah, as we saw in the video clip on the Santadna website. So if you can tell us a bit more about what you feel you can bring to this role, what you feel about how you can improve the brothers' performance, what you're looking to work on, inshallah. So go ahead.
Okay, walaikum salam. Yeah, well, as Danny's trainer, I've just been working on just going back to certain things that are basic that I think that he's neglected. Just like slowing a person down with a jab. And to be honest with you, one thing Danny's got is a lot of ability, but I don't think he uses it. He's lost it. He lost a lot of power. Sometimes Danny's a fighter, goes to the ring and he looks to blow people up because he can do it, but he's got so much more to him. And naturally, when you're training by yourself and doing a lot of things by yourself, sometimes you fall into bad habits. So I'm there to kind of correct those bad habits and get him to box with his full ability. In other words, also Danny's a speed fighter, but he fights like a heavy-handed puncher. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to pick up his hand. Today you see in sparring, he's using a lot more speed. You know what I mean? A lot more feet on him, which is sort of what we're trying to get him to do, as well as using his power. So I've been in the camp now been in Danny's camp for about 4 weeks now. Okay. So we're just making slight adjustments here and there, and obviously he's got this fight up now. So there's only so much that we've worked on. But to be honest with you, I feel like, and I think Danny feels the same, that in the last 4 weeks we've been working together, we've accomplished a lot. And I think you'll probably see that in his next fight, inshallah.
What do you make of the upcoming opponent for the fight in Spain?
Yeah, he's undefeated, and he's got a good knockout ratio, but he's only had a few fights, so he's not really on Danny's league, to be honest.
Yeah.
I've watched one fight of his, and to be honest, you can't judge a fighter on one fight. To watch in one fight, but to be honest, what I saw there, he's not going to be able to handle Danny. You know what I mean? Inshallah anyway. So obviously you got to be careful. We train hard for it either way, and Danny's pretty fit anyway. He had 8 hard rounds sparring just now at a good pace, and he was pretty good. And we finished off with some hard work too in the pads. So Danny's fitness is pretty good anyway. So he's ready for anything that could happen. You know
So
what I mean?
before he was normally training himself. So what do you think? How is that going to change now? What are you looking to change? What are some of the bad habits that were brought about by his training himself?
Yeah, well, that's basically what I was saying before. Is where Danny's been training by himself, he's neglected a lot of things that are basic, really. Do you know what I mean? And he just needs some eyes on him, and someone holding up some pads for him and calling out and pointing out a few things where he's dropping his hands a bit, where he's getting flat-footed a bit. Do you know what I mean? And little bits here and there. Do you know what I mean? We're also, like I said, we're trying to get Danny's speed to be working more now, because he's got fast hands, but he doesn't set himself up to use his speed. So we've been trying to get him to use his speed, trying to get his feet in the right position. I think, to be honest with you, that's the main thing we're working on, the feet. I'm getting his feet in the right position to put his fast shots together and move out. Do you know what I mean? Move his head a bit. Do you know what I mean? Stop getting stuck there and stuff that. I just spoke to him just now. He asked me how he sparred. I said he sparred well, but you're fighting in spurts. You're and you're off again, right? And you're letting the man come in. So I'm trying to get him now. The next step is we've got him using his speed. Let his hands go. Then he's got to sit on the man, and he's got to start picking his shots and keep on the job, keep breaking the person down, right? So you don't have no chance to come back in. Do you know what I mean? That's the next step that we'll be working. We're going to try that out on the pads probably tomorrow and work on that through to the next fight. And do you know what I mean? That's gonna make a big difference. One thing I've noticed, Danny, watching him for the years that I've known him, do you know what I mean? Watching him as a friend and as a fan of his, I've noticed that he's got so much ability, and he does some nice things, and then all of a sudden he just steps back and lets the guy back in.
That's right.
Right, you agree with that, right?
Exactly.
So,
one other thing is
more consistent.
Yeah.
More consistent with the jab.
That's right.
In between his beautiful combinations, his fast, his fast bursts and stuff. Get him to start picking his shots a bit more, and do you know what I mean? Rolling his shoulders a bit more and stuff.
One other thing that's as inconsistent sometimes is the weight that he comes in as. Would you make of that issue?
Yeah. Well,
how are you looking to fix that?
Well, first of all, Danny's promised me that he's going to stay away from Mr. Kipling, and all the rest. Do you know what I mean? And stay away from all Haagen-Dazs and stuff. You know what I mean?
They're nice though, I tell you, straight.
We've got a common love. We have got a common love for it, me and Danny. But do you know what I mean? I don't put on weight as much as he does, so he's got to stay off it.
He's a different body type,
yeah. So Danny puts on weight, and of course it does affect him. Do you know what I mean? But I think if you look at him even now, his weight's come down. He's looking a bit leaner.
He's looking lean.
He's looking a bit more cut. So
what do you want? What's for you personally as this trainer? What would you like him to come in as regularly, consistently? Obviously not 20 stone.
Yeah, to be honest with you, Danny has a lot of water retention as well, which is a bit deceiving. So I'm not really going on the weight itself, but just to get his body in that nice lean thing. You know what I mean? When you watch fights with Danny a few years ago, when he turned over, he had a great physique. Great physique. Do you know what I mean? And Mr. Kipling took that away from him. So, you know what I mean? we have to try and do some work to get that back. You know what I mean? But he's training well now. You know what I mean? He's a good trainer anyway, but it's just his eating habits. But now, like last year or so, he's been a bit more disciplined.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? And he knows that he can't mess about. He's paid for it in the past.
Yeah.
He's paid for slacking here and there.
That's right. That's right.
You know
The second orderly fight.
And he's a man with a lot of pride, and he's not gonna go out like this again. He's gonna make sure he goes out with a bang.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Inshallah.
Inshallah.
So I'm happy to help him do it. You know what I mean?
Thank you very much. Inshallah, hopefully we'll be seeing a lot more of you and seeing your screen as well.
A lot of great performances come from Danny and me in the corner, inshallah.
Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.